videoing kids at their worst moments and then posting it on social media.
Oh, don't forget about the parents who record their crying child getting a forced haircut over a bad grade.
Not dressing your kids like kids. Also raising your kids on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok before they're old enough to decide how much privacy they want in their lives. Edit. There lol. I completely agree.
Not knocking, because what if the kid is secretly running a highly illegal business in their, like, please, knock. It will save you and your kids from discomfort.
Yeah, my mom never knocked, so I started running a highly illegal business in there out of spite.
When PPL posts videos online of them punishing their kids. X. Dad shaves girl's head for TXting boyfriend. What in the sick hell kinda sh*t is that? And nobody seems to have a problem with that or thinks about how incredibly traumatic it's going to be for that child. And the parents who do this literally make me sick. Who is that for even? What are you trying to prove by humiliating your child in front of possibly thousands of PPL or more? PPL like this deserve to have their kids taken away. Sorry, not sorry.
What I've learned from those types of parents. Parents don't think abuse can be considered child abuse unless the law includes the word child or some synonym. Similar to it's illegal to spank someone without consent because everyone has their own body that you shouldn't blah blah. But when it's your own kid, it's completely legal because you own them.
Never say no. They are allowed to do everything. They get everything they want. They don't know any rules. He is just 5. What should we do? Yeah, what? Do you think he will give a fuck about what you say when he is 12?
Yes. Full score.
I can't understand the idea these days that if a child is bored, it's a bad thing and that their parents should entertain them constantly. When I was bored, as a kid, my mum might suggest a couple things I could do, but after I inevitably turned those down, it was a case of, well, figure it out yourself then. It's not a bad thing to be a little bored every now and then. My oldest is 13 now and I'm finding myself reminding her often that I'm not her entertainment. I don't know where or why kids today think this lol. Are they getting this shit from YT? TikTok? I don't know, but I refuse to budge. Bored? Go outside. Still bored? Call your friends. Bored out of your mind? Okay, here's a list of chores that should take you about 4 months to do.
Always coddling your kid and act like they can never do anything wrong. Obviously, you shouldn't go overboard with being strict, but as a parent, it is your job to guide them and equip them with whatever they need to success in life.
Yeah, my childhood bullies had parents who never told them off. It started at age 6 and went up until age 16. It only got worse over the years. I could go into detail about all the shit they got away with, but instead, let me take the worst part. They sent a video of me doing very weird shit to multiple people in our class. Then they deleted messages from multiple parents on their parents' phone. When we met to talk about it, they sat there as if they were perfect girls. Later that night, when my mom had seen the video and got all the information from another friend's mom, mom, called their mom, and their mom went, I know. But they deleted the messages, so we figured it couldn't be that bad. Like, girl?
Tan, gray rooms with tan, gray toys.
Sad beige toys for dad beige children.
Making your kid do tons of extracurriculars. We all want our kids to succeed in life, but they deserve to have a childhood and do things they want. Talk to your kids. Explain when they didn't something wrong rather than just screaming at them.
This is so true. My husband was forced to do Boy Scouts, karate, track, band and work in high school. He never got to sleep in on weekends. He would occasionally get a free Sunday morning, and if his parents didn't make him go to church, he had to mow the lawn at 6 a.m. By the time he reached college, he was completely burned out. He took it easy for a few years and his parents acted like he was a lazy poss.
The boy mom thing. It seems to have started out as a cute meme but now seems to be a cultish parental style rooted in Oedipus complex weirdness that I can't quite understand and don't really want to. Edit. There is an excellent conversation below if you're interested in learning more about boy moms.
Sometimes I think it's a coping mechanism for those who really wanted a girl and it didn't happen for them.
Boys will be boys. Let cooking knife it cooking knife die cooking knife.
Yeah. That catch-all excuse for poor behavior is a total cop-out.
Not giving kids privacy or personal space. I have teenagers and unless they give me a reason not to trust them, I don't rummage around in their rooms or secretly read their texts. Please explain this to my mother.
Aesthetic parenting. I hate when parents have to make their kids' nurseries, playrooms etc. all aesthetically pleasing with cohesive beige color schemes and all wood effect. These are the same parents that'll dress their kids like tiny adults, in incredibly expensive outfits that look dull as all hell and aren't suitable for running around or doing kid stuff.
This one always confuses me. My son's room has pictures of foxes and wolves and werewolves on the wall because that's what he likes. It also has a giant rubber ball, a pile of books he took of the shelf to actually read, and last I checked, my spare spatulas because it's the best toy ever. And even at 6, he's a dirt magnet and I can't imagine dressing him something much nicer than Target sweatpants to go climb a tree or wade in a stream.
Enriching every single moment of your kids' lives. That is how you get burned out parents. Throw the little buggers outside with 2 sticks and rock. And make 'em share the rock.
Agreed. It can also stifle creativity. Sometimes in those solitary, undirected, enriched moments kids discover cool things that would have never crossed your mind. Kids are brilliant, but their brilliance shows better with balance.
Overcoddling and doing everything for your kids instead of giving them some responsibility and letting them fail or struggle a little bit. I think it's called lawnmower parenting, and some parents even do these things with their adult children. Calling the teacher every time your kid gets a low grade, helping with homework too much, not giving kids any age-appropriate chores, red-shirting your kids, calling your kid's employer on their behalf to call in sick, doing everything for your kids like cleaning their room, doing their laundry, picking up after them, calling to make all their appointments, etc. The amount of people I met in college who didn't know how to cook or do laundry is staggering. My husband's cousin's kids are 8 and 13. The 13-year-old can't heat up soup or fix himself a French bread pizza. The 8-year-old won't serve himself at the table. He's still in the say when phase like a kid that just graduated from sippy cups.
Coddling sons while holding daughters to higher standards. As someone who grew up with a twin brother, I resonate with this so much.
Making your kids a social media account that you run. Children don't need to be exposed to any of that.
Parent of teens here. All of my kids have had a friend that stayed the night at our house because the friend missed curfew at home and wasn't allowed in the house. I don't get it. Punishing the kid for missing curfew is totally acceptable. But not letting them in their own house in the middle of the night? What good can possibly come from that? My own kids rarely missed their curfew, but when they did, they knew that they could come home, to a safe place, and face the consequences the next day.
My brother has a friend who basically lived with us for a while when we were teens, because his dad would pull shit like this. If I came home late, I'd get grounded. If he went home late, he was locked out. Why don't these people want their kids to be safe?
Elf on the shelf.
I'm just gonna tell my kids that the dog will tattle on them. Seems a lot easier than dealing with some stalker toy.
I've seen videos of parents letting their childs be free spirits. The child chooses what to eat, when to go to bed, and how much schoolwork to do. One video, a child had ice cream for breakfast and was homeschooled.
Yeah, that kid is fucked for life because they will not know how to function in the average daily outside life with other people making the rules at a prospective job. Reading your kids' diaries or going through their texts, DMs. They deserve a safe place to express themselves, and this is a surefire way for them to learn to lie to you.
My cousin had to give her mother, my aunt, all of her social media passwords, etc. And her mom would go on to monitor her conversations and creep all her friends. If someone posted something on their own newsfeed that my aunt didn't like, she'd force my cousin to unfriend them, and not see them in real life. My cousin has now gone no contact with her.
The whole helicopter parenting thing, and that your kid can do no wrong. I expect my child to have some sort of independence as he grows and to take accountability for his actions. There's no, boys will be boys, in my house lol.